Okay guys, it is time to strip some chrome. I just did a mock-up of this, and I noticed, I won't bother doing it, I'll just kind of show you here. You see, it's kind of a loose fit, the body shell on this. So you see a lot of the under tub here, and even here you can see, because I haven't painted back here, you can see some green. So you really need to basically paint this whole thing black so you don't see it through the chassis underneath, excuse me. You all probably know that shit anyways, but now I don't care for kit chrome that much, so I am going to strip it. And then we're going to paint it a gloss black, or I'll probably paint it with Mr. Surfacer 1500 and 2K it so it's nice and glossy, and then spray it with my AK chrome paint. But yeah, all this chrome has to go. And I'm doing mags on one. I did already strip some. They're right in front of me. I stripped the chrome off of these. As you can tell, they're green. I primed them with Mr. Surfacer, but there's kind of some of the material from stripping them still in there. So I noticed that this morning. It kind of looked like shit. So I dried them off, and we'll go through it again. But then I got thinking, these slots should be right through, so I'm going to sand them, and I think I started on this one. Was it this one? Yeah, started on that one. I'm going to sand them back on my belt sander until the slots are through, but then what do? You're just going to see the face of this. Do I paint that black and leave it, or paint it as if it's a brake rotor or something and leave it? You can see that through. I don't really think there's a way to get, I don't know. I'll play with it and we'll see. I'm fairly new to the cars, guys, so if that seems like a ridiculous thing I just said, I apologize. Valve covers need stripped. Air breather needs stripped. None of that stuff is chrome. Alternator being chrome is stupid. Shifter, all this stuff needs stripped, really. Carb, I guess you don't really see it. You could probably get away with it. I'm going to go with the poverty caps. Really, they should be stripped. Look at all the attachment points. They're going to need some cleaning up. But, yeah, I'll get all this stuff off the tree, and then we're going to use Tamiya paint remover. And you can see I've already used it, as it comes clear and it's black. I've used it a few times now, to be honest. What I do is I cut an old bottle and I throw the parts in there, like so, and then I dump the juice in there. And this is like, I've never used it, but Testers has a material, I think it's called EVO, something like that. And I've been told it's similar to that. I've never used it. I think I just said that. But it's like a brake fluid consistency or tranny fluid. And I think people do use that to strip stuff too. But anyways, dump that jazz in there. Let it sit overnight. And we will come back in the morning. We'll get all this other stuff in there too. And we'll check it out, see where we're at. Okay, fellas, it's been about 12 hours. Let's see what we have here. As you can see, chrome is gone. It's pooled up on the back here. Clean that off. But it's flaked off. Completely gone. Like I said, I've used this 3 or 4 times, so it's like 20 bucks for that container, something like that. So it's not cheap, but you get lots of use out of it. Just take a toothbrush and clean these up. You want to make sure you get all the stuff out of the nooks and crannies, or you're just going to cause problems. Maybe even washing them in a mild soap and water is a good idea. Pull that crap off. These aren't the best tweezers that I have. Excuse me. What I'll do is I'll pour. I really need to spray some grease on my chair. I'm making a bit of a mess here. Oh, there goes my alternator. It was floating. I'll get it out with tweezers. Yeah, there's the parts free of their chrome. Oh, I'm sure if you're better organized than I am, which most are, you could actually pour that through a strainer and get some of the old crap out of it and make this stuff last even longer. So, yeah, it works really well. So that's what it came out like. We'll just clean the remnants off of it and we will be good to go. I'm going to clean these up, grab a coffee, and we will get back to you. Hey guys, I'm back at my spray booth here. Everything is stripped nicely. So I am going to get it primed up with Mr. Finishing or Mr. Surfacer 1500. Just grab a bottle here to show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure most of you know. This black we're going to give everything a coat of it, front and back, the edges, this is a really nice black. It's a matte. It's really good for, I like to use it for interiors, and it's good for when there's flat black decals on cars like, well, like this GTX and this Roadrunner. Like the hood would have been a decal, I believe, and a matte non-gloss, and this is perfect for it. Same with Boss Mustangs and anything that has a flat matte stripe over top of the gloss. All of our parts we stripped, we'll give a coat of this before we lay down some chrome. Okay guys, my primer is dry now. I've got 15 mils, 20 mils of 2K knocked up. I'm just going to give everything a bit of a tack coat. Put my mask on. My booth's really low right now, so it'll muffle my voice a little bit. You'll probably appreciate that anyways. I'm just going to give everything a mist coat here. They're not the sturdiest on these sticks. I should have done it another way. Hopefully one doesn't ping off. This one's really shady. I should have super glued something on the back of them so it was sturdier than this. I am actually quite concerned it's going to ping off, and if it pings off with 2K on it, it's going to have to be stripped again. It'll pick up everything off my filthy booth. Okay, so now give her a good wet coat. Try to get you in. I don't want to kill the detail on this grill, and it's basically just that edge. So we get a decent gloss on it and leave it. Get a decent shine. This is more of a utility type of gloss. But as you can see, the Mr. Surfacer glosses up really nice. So, for those of you who are painting gloss black cars, to try and get like a GX or an X1 down before you 2K is kind of unnecessary. Like, this is pretty decent. like we need a little bit more material. Hopefully I'm in frame. Yeah, it glosses up nice. These don't ping off. Ugh. Shady. Bouncing around on my alligator clip. Sketchier than hell. That's the ones I care about, so hopefully we're good. Now this one is an extra one I had. I didn't even strip the chrome off it because it's just for an experiment. But if I get a good gloss here, we'll, this is the one on what do they call that shit? The silly putty, the blue tack. That's what I'm going for. It's moving. Oh, hopefully they didn't bang together. Can't believe how haphazardly I'm doing this because I'm trying to film it. That touch. No, I think we're good. These guys away from each other. Now this one, as I said, is an experiment. So, let's switch our airbrushes and thinner through this real quick. I've never tried this before, but what I want to do is put my chrome on it before it's cured. I want to see if it screws up curing of the 2K, if I just get runs, if it screws up the chrome. I want to see what happens. There's one thing about chrome is its durability, especially when it's on a slick 2K. So let's see what happens here. That is a nice looking chrome. Now I want to see this cure out. I want to see if it makes that chrome any more durable because it's on top of the 2K, or if this is just a waste of time and I've ruined it altogether. But this is an extra bumper that I had, so that AK chrome is really nice. It is definitely worth getting, guys. It really works well, a little bit more durable. Doesn't brush paint as good as the Green World stuff, but it kicks Molotov's ass as far as I'm concerned. Okay, things have dried, so we can now spray our chrome. In our experiment with this, I see no ill effects. I may throw this in my incubator at 105 for another day. Make sure it's good and hard. Then we'll see if the durability of it is any better than the rest of this stuff. But for now, let's spray our Super Chrome. A few light passes, and then I find this stuff You can see it's kind of a dull finish there. It likes to go on wet. And there we are. It is a really nice paint. That looks awesome. Let's compare it to a kit chrome sprue. It looks better to me. Not as toyish, not as fake. Once again, it likes to go down wet. It likes to be built up. I would say not like other chrome paints, like Alclad or something. Seems to be the lighter you put it on, the better the finish. Ran out of paint just in time. So anyways, folks, there you go. We let that cure overnight at least. I'll probably let it go for a couple days, like I said. I'll probably throw it in my incubator once it's set and bake it for 24 hours. But that's how I do chrome.